squeamish, now would be the time to turn away. This is the worst wiring job I've seen in a while. When I originally installed the lamp post and the outside outlet, he was pretty adamant about putting it on a timer, and he did not put out the money for a legitimate one. What he wanted me to do was set it up with one of these, and I just shook my head and like, okay, I'll give you what you want. And he supplied this, and that's basically how it turned out. At least I was when I went forward and grounded it. But this is the outside post light, no ground, just grounded there. This one's grounded through the box, and that was plugged into the side of the timer. But it actually worked like that for over 15 years, 16 years, 17. It's still working. But it was just the other day that I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, what are the chances that, obviously this can't not take the same type of load that the house wire can take. And if something was to go dead short, because it's not like this place is getting younger, it could be bad. Because if the fuse doesn't pop, this will basically act like a stove element and just fucking start fire. So what we're going to do is take this one off, take the plug off of it, obviously. Take this off. I'm going to remove this plug. I'm just going to leave the one there. I'm going to run this wire into this one with this one, because this is the outlet. This is the torchlight or pole light or whatever you want to call it. We're going to remove this and put a timer in there, a legitimate one actually. Not sure what we're going to use. We're going to use this. And if there's any issues down the road, it'll happen inside the box versus this fire hazard. So I'll give you a before and after shot of it. I'm not going to actually do it in real time. I'm going to do it off camera and show you what I did. Yeah, I'm not going to work on this thing when it's alive. I see some other issues that have to be addressed, like the wires going through into the next box and rubbing against the sharp edge of the box. That can't be good. Yikes. So we'll have to address that and pull the fuse. But this fuse box is not the best. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this machine on. Pull a fuse. And it's saying here laundry is number 20. Get my loop here. Get some shit. This one's pretty old, so you can't really go by what it says. This is 20. So where the hell is 20? Laundry would be this one here. Good guess. Sweet. Alright, so at least we know there's no power. Because if there's no power of that plug, that line there comes down, feeds off of this plug, and then comes out and goes around to here. So everything here would be pretty much dead. But we'll test it anyway, just to be on the safe side. At least the wires are wound together, as you can see. Not just depending on these to hold them together. That's how you run into some problems. The little spring that's in the Marette, if the wires aren't wrapped around like that, that little spring's taking the load between both wires, and it will actually heat up and burn right through the Marette, which I've seen. Let's get a tester and quickly test this. I'm not brave enough to touch it with my fingers. It's in the basement floor. That could be bad. Alright. Now we'll just go right to ground. Nothing. Nothing. And oops. Nothing there. Black to white. Nothing. I think we're good. Alright, so I'm going to start cutting that and pulling it apart and take these plates off. I'm going to lose this one up here. We don't need double plugs in this area. It's just laundry. And they're not, you know, the safe type next to a sink. Okay, so everything is grounded. Sure that was all right. There was tons of ground wire in there, and half of it was just basically turned together. It wasn't even screwed down. And now it's all screwed to the box. This plug here is always active, so obviously this is the line coming in. These two will be wrapped together, so this box is always live. And we'll wrap those with there. And these two here will be going on the clock. Yeah, that'll work. There you go. So input is black, output is red, and or hot, and neutral, which I left a little bit of a gap there. I'll have to fix that. But they're wrapped together as one. I actually wish I had a Marette that had the lock inside of it, but I just wrapped the wires real tight with pliers, so it's not going to come apart, and it can take a load. Anyway, we probably should try this before we try and tuck it all in. See if it actually works and no magic smoke comes out. Hopefully that's the right one. Oh, shouldn't have mixed them up. Let me just quickly check it. Well, I think that's the right one. It's a 15 amp. There's other ones there that are dead. No spark. Okay, the fan is on and the timer is off. Or unless this is set the wrong way. Oh wait, no, it's plugged into there, so that's always active. Okay, duh. I'd have to actually physically look at the lamppost outside to see if it is actually functioning properly. I'm gonna go check it. It's better than it was. The issue is this Woods timer is very deep. It's the one out of the States. I'll leave a link in the description for it. It's a decent price, and it's basic functions anyway, on, off, and timer. The problem is it's too deep, so you can't have Marettes or anything in the box for it to go flush. And as you can see, it's sticking out a bit. Not a big deal, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewire this off camera and put all these wires into here and across, and then the only thing it'll be is the wires going through to the other box and into here. Makes more sense, and then it'll go flush into the box. But as you can see, the Marettes are right up against the back, so it is what it is. At least now I can at least run the lights for now. But, that was a fun ride. Take it easy.